Mitch, good. You're ready.
Welcome, everyone. Brand new week, brand new month. No, it's not. It is the second Tuesday of the month, which means this is Q&A Day in the new Mitch live stream. This is episode number 10. Isn't that cool? 10. I probably have the countdown stuff. Do I still have that? No, I don't have those numbers. I didn't buy those numbers. That's why they're not there. Or did I? I think I did, but maybe they're not there. Anyway, so the little welcome thing comes from a package of overlays, and I'm pretty sure I bought those countdown things. But how y'all doing? Q&A day. Glad to have you here. Hope you have some questions. I sent out an email earlier today, and I haven't gotten any questions from the audience. But for those of you who don't know, my name is Mitch, and I run a website called Thank You Page Magic. Thank You Page Magic is all about taking your funnel, your existing funnel, and taking that page that is called the Thank You page, hence Thank You Page Magic, and turning that into a lead generation machine. I know that's not usually where people think of getting leads, but that's my goal, is to help you understand that you can indeed use your newsletter, use your opt-ins, use everything in your arsenal, in your funnels, in your marketing arsenal. I'm checking to make sure that things are okay and I am live. But using your thank you pages in your funnels, wherever they are, as a lead generation machine. And that is not something that people normally talk about. Most of the time, people just think of the thank you page as a place to say, hey, thanks. And that's not where really things should be. So I'm moving some windows around. I apologize, I was a few minutes late today because of some things going on around here. And so I'm here now, and apparently Claudia is here. Claudia, welcome, Claudia. One of our first members in the Mitch Magic membership. And I think this is a little too high. There we go. So how you doing, Claudia? I am glad to be here. A little frantic getting things set up this morning, so I was a few minutes late getting started, and now my ear itches. You know how that goes. So this is Q&A day. Hopefully you have lots of questions. Those of you that are piling, it's so good to see you. Please make sure to sound off in the comments. Let me know you're here. Maybe I'll call you out. Maybe I won't, but we're here to get your questions answered. And right now, people who are in the Mitch Magic membership get first priority in terms of questions. So Claudia, I know you're here, so get your little Q&A questions ready, because I got the answers if you got the questions. Let's get started. Okay, I don't have any questions yet. If you are an UpViral user, I would like to note that they have done some things in the last couple of weeks. They're little minor things that they are changing, improving, I might say. But the big thing that was discovered right at the beginning of the month, and here it is already, what? Oh my gosh, it's the 13th already. How is that possible? By the 20th of this month, if you have any campaigns in the old editor, if you're an old timer in UpViral land like me, you may have some old campaigns, and those campaigns will not go away, but you will not be able to edit the landing pages if they are using the old UpViral editor. So you need to be ready for that. I messaged Danny this morning because, frankly, I have a whole lot of old campaigns, and it's not that I use them, although I demonstrate them periodically. And so I wanted to know if there would be a way for me to get in and still view those pages, because that's the big issue for me. So what they have done is they have said, as of beginning of the month, of beginning of September, you cannot launch those campaigns if they still are using the old pages. So if it was already active, it will still be active, but as of the 20th, they will turn those off. They will no longer be active. So if you are, again, an Unfireable user with some older campaigns, you got 7 days to do some changes. Now, they've been warning you for quite a while. Hopefully you've seen those warnings in the past. I think they made this decision last spring sometime. So it's been like a year. You've had your chance to get rid of those things, or to change them, or to improve them, to bring them to the new editor. But they haven't given us a conversion routine, and I don't think that they will. It's especially too late at this point. But that is something that may impact you. Claudia says, back from vacation, so lots of things to catch up with, but no questions for today. Uh-oh. If Claudia doesn't have any questions, then what are we going to talk about? I had intended, you know how intentions are. I had intended to spend a few minutes going through my database of questions if nobody had any questions. So I didn't get a chance to open that up. So let me go pull that up. If I go to, I use a tool called Workflowy. Questions, there it is. So I use a tool called Workflowy to gather all kinds of crazy good stuff. And Workflowy has, it's like an outliner. People ask me all the time what tools I use, by the way, and if you go over to one of my favorite places, if you go over to Mitch.tools, which is, yes, an absolutely real valid domain name, Mitch.tools, or if you grab your smartphone and use the Photos app to scan that QR code. I always want to say barcode. I don't know why I keep wanting to say barcode, but that is the place where you can find out a lot of the tools that I use, and I update that. I've got several things that I need to add to that. One of them, by the way, is I'm way off topic, but I've been using a tool called Content Studio to deliver things in terms of content to the web, which is really cool because you can do blog posts, you can do social media posts, you can go to Facebook and Twitter and 6 million different places, Pinterest, Instagram. You can publish to Instagram from directly inside the tool, and you can plan your content and schedule it out, which there are a good variety of number of tools that do that around the planet. But one of the other things that this tool does is that it monitors your social media and it brings in new comments from your posts. So you can essentially have one place to monitor all the comments, and you can reply, have little threads going on, all kinds of really cool stuff to manage your entire social media content in one place. But, so, if you need a place to store things, Workflowy is something that you might want to consider. It's a little challenging to get started with because it's designed as an outliner, right? It was originally just kind of making outlines. And if you've ever been in Microsoft Word, you can make an outline and you can indent stuff. But it became this overall data organizer. And it's very simple, but it's also very powerful because it becomes, if you use it, has a great search facility in it. It has the abilities to do hashtags and @sign people and all kinds of different stuff on the inside. Oh, I'm like, what is that noise? One of my cats is pushed into the room. I thought I'd close the door, and she's snooping around in the boxes that are on the floor because I haven't cleaned that up yet. But anyway, Workflowy is a place where I am grabbing just about every time I see a question. If I remember, I pop it into my Workflowy. So I have this large database of common questions, which is where I'm going to go. Is if I don't get a lot of questions, and I see Claudia has popped something in. Oh, good, she left. The kitty cat left. Pardon me. While I walk out of frame, close the door. There's another kitty cat sleeping right down here, but she doesn't seem to want to leave, so she may be here for the rest of the day. Claudia's question, and it's certainly not centered, is it? You know, I gotta have everything centered. The only question that comes to mind is how to use thank you page magic with a paid advertisement like Facebook ads or in combination with low ticket offers, which is where I want to go. Very good question, Claudia. And why that button seems to want to post that twice. Don't know. So let me see if I can get you to think about this a little bit instead of just throwing the answer to you. So what does your funnel look like, Claudia, in a scenario like that, where you're doing paid ad in combination with low ticket offers, since that's where I want to go? So how does the funnel work, right? So the first thing you have in that scenario, and go ahead if you would like to answer, but you don't have to. The idea is you're going to take a Facebook ad or Google ad or whatever paid ad stream you want to do, and you're going to send people to a landing page. Okay? That landing page has an opt-in, or it is a sales page. However you want to structure it. That page, of course, goes to a thank you page if they opt in. Now, if you're talking about doing a low ticket offer, you may send somebody straight to a sales page. Now, traditionally, what I'm thinking of thank you page magic is the funnel page where you have an opt-in, and on the thank you page, you ask people to share it with others. You give them an incentive to do that, typically to ask them to share with others, and those people come in on the front end, and that's how you're growing your leads. You're bringing new people in with this referral process. So if you're offering them a sales page, so you've got a Facebook ad, for example, that goes to a sales page, you're still going to have, right, a shopping cart or some kind of potential, or maybe you just have them put in their credit card information right there, and then you take them to the thank you page. Do we give them another offer on the thank you page? Yes, you can. Is it a thank you page magic offer? It can be. So you have a sales page. They decide to buy your low ticket offer. They go to the thank you page if they put in their credit card and it all validates and all that kind of stuff. And on the thank you page, you say, just like you would with a regular opt-in, hey, I am so glad you purchased this. I bet you could think of 1, 2, or 3 people that might be interested in this. You're probably friends with people that are, in Claudia's case, suffering from symptoms of menopause, right? People talk. Of course, they know somebody else that is in the same scenario that they're in. I'm getting hot. I'm thinking, oh, I'm 65. Am I getting menopause here, the male version? No, it's just hot in this room when I start talking. So let me turn my ceiling fan on. Now, you don't have to necessarily do it on the thank you page. Of course, you can still take the strategies that I teach in the webinar, and you can send an email, right? You've got them on your list now. Once they have purchased something, you can send them a question that says, hey, now that you've had a few days with product XYZ, would you mind recommending it to others? If so, I'm going to offer you this 35-minute bonus special video if you invite 2 people and they come over and they buy the thing. Now, the struggle with that is that UpViral does not track purchases. That's where the process breaks down a little bit. So my favorite tool, UpViral, does not currently track purchases. But I think there are some ways that we can get around that if we really dive into it. But that's the struggle side of things, because there's, it works much better with just an opt-in versus a paid product. That doesn't mean we can't go that direction, because you could have people go to an opt-in to get your free lead magnet as the referral part of the process. It starts complicating things, obviously, but we can make that happen. I went on the Wayne. Wait. I want to Wayne. Welcome several new people that have popped into the show. Thank you for being here. We are doing Q&A day today. Q&As, by the way. So here's the membership sign up. I'll get to that in just a second, Claudia. Good follow-up. ThankYouPageMagic.com/MitchMagic. Inside of the membership, you are getting access to me on these live streams. We will be locking down the Q&As as soon as we get some more members in the membership. We just started a couple of weeks ago, so we're trying to build that out. The Q&As and the reviews will be on the 4th Friday. Come on, brain. My brain is just suffering today. The 4th Tuesday will be the review day, where we will poke into your thank you pages and we will see how we can improve those things. But that's coming up. But the Mitch Magic membership, we now have 7 or 8 people, I believe. Thank you to all who are in the membership. We are building up to do some really good stuff in here. So go over there, poke around, see what else is on that page. There is some bonus training that will be added shortly as part of the membership. All kinds of really good stuff going on there. So, Claudia's bonus question is, see now, this tool, I don't know why it's doing that. Maybe I should just have them maybe be wide like that, and maybe they will fill in better next time. And what if I would use lead ads for Facebook? The type of ad doesn't really matter. In this case, if you're doing lead ads, then you are using Facebook to gather the leads, right? I am not an advertising guy. I don't know, frankly, a lot about Facebook ads. I haven't poked around in there in a while. I need to do that because I'm going to be doing some of my own ads coming up, because I need to get people into the membership. Just remind me, Claudia, if you do a lead ad, does Facebook put up the opt-in to gather the name and email? No, it doesn't do that, because they already know your name and your email. I've forgotten how those work. I do remember, I don't know if you've ever heard of it, Wilco, who created UpViral, created several tools which I purchased years ago and still do not use. I know, there's just so much in the world that needs my attention. But they have a tool, Wilco created a tool. It was called Connect Leads, which used the Facebook ads front end to send people over to an up viral campaign. And I remember testing that 2-3 years ago, but I didn't use it much after that, so it's not fresh in my mind. My impression is that when you do a Facebook lead ad, it simply asks you if you're willing to join whatever the campaign is. Claudia says, I am just learning these types of ads. I have not set it up yet. And I understand. That's fine. But my recollection is that Facebook, and if anybody's watching, if you know the answer to this, I'm happy to learn. I will tell you that I don't know everything on the planet. But my recollection was that you put up an ad and Facebook puts up a button that says, are you interested in this? Are you willing to sign up? And you click OK, but it doesn't ask you for your name and your email because Facebook already has that. And then the Connect Leads connection would send that over to an Up Viral campaign, and you would put them on the thank you page. Up Viral calls it the share page. And that's where the connection would happen, and then they would be in your Up Viral campaign so they could refer others. And of course, you would still have a lead page for your campaign because the people that were referred would not go through the Facebook ad. They would go to the Up Viral opt-in page, and they would opt in that way. So you would have to give them the information that was contained in the Facebook ad, probably some additional information if you wanted to. And so then it would act like a normal campaign, but you could use a Facebook ad to drive people straight in there. Wilco did sell the Connectio company, or Connect.io, depending upon how you want to say that. I don't know that there was ever an official thing. It is owned by a separate company now. The tool still exists, and there are several different tools in that suite. And I know people that still use those tools, and of course I have affiliate links if you ever decide to go over that direction. Please look me up and I will give you my affiliate link, because they were well-designed tools and they worked really well. The other one, see, I really need to pay attention because the last one that he sold had something to do with content, that you could create content and get people into your Up Viral campaign directly. And I never used that. And I'm generating content left and right, but you know how that goes. So anyway, great questions, Claudia. Great questions. Let me take a swig. Does anybody else have any questions? There are quite a few of you watching. I appreciate you being here. I've been on several different kinds of medications lately for several fun things going on my torsos. And so I've been drinking a lot, and of course I have to go to the bathroom a lot, which makes, anyway. Fun things. I sometimes tell people don't get old, but hey, better than the dying option. So don't go there. Always. So I see quite a few new people popping in. If you have any questions. Oh, look, somebody from over in YouTube, 99AB says, hi, I am from India. Well, welcome. Thank you for being here. It's probably late in the evening, if not nighttime, right? It's 9:30 here, so I assume it's probably pretty dang late over there. Pull up my time zone converter and find out, but welcome. Have you ever used Up Viral? Do you use funnels? Tell me a little bit about your business. This is free open question day. I will not answer questions about inappropriate topics or things like that. We are here to talk about your marketing funnels, typically with an opt-in page and a thank you page. That's where my stuff typically goes. Get that thing to go away. Hey, Mike's here. Mike says, Connectio was a good tool. I'm sorry, Mick. And Mick, by the way, it's good to see you. You joined my membership, right? That was you that joined last week? Thank you. And what do you mean by was a good tool? Still around. It's just that Wilco doesn't own it anymore. And look at this. I love you, Mick. It's Mick, right? It says M-I-K. Maybe it's Mike. Do you go by Mike without an E? Enjoying my Mitch Magic membership. Thank you for that. There's a lot of good stuff in there, and there are going to be a lot more coming shortly. I just have to get my act together and get all of the content put in there. Mick says, it is, but I have a membership. Talking about Connectio, I have a membership and didn't use it. I think I bought all of the tools in the Connectio suite on a lifetime deal, except I think one of them was a yearly membership, and I think I still pay yearly on that because I don't want to give it up, even though I don't use it. How many tools do you have that are like that? Joel is here. Hi, Joel. Good to see you. Thanks for popping in, and thank you so much for commenting. It's always good to have a conversation. Mick says, I do too, right? We keep hanging stuff around. So much stuff. So, that's the joy of memberships, of being a membership owner, because people stick around because they forget to cancel it or they don't cancel it, and you end up with these tools. I'm still paying for Lightroom on a $9 a month basis, and I don't ever freaking use it anymore. 99AB, what is your content about? So the quick summary is, we're here. Most of the people that come in here are entrepreneurs, people who are running a business, and they do marketing in order to sell their product or service. Typically, you're doing, like Joel and Mick and Claudia are doing, is creating things called funnels, which is a series of pages in order to offer their products. The page at the very end typically is called the thank you page. This says, hey, you bought this, you opted in to get this thing, thank you very much. And on that page, I am teaching people the strategies around asking for referrals. And typically I'm using a tool called UpViral, but there are plenty other tools that do that. UpViral is the one that gamifies the process. So on the thank you page, you say, hey, Mick, thanks for joining. If you're willing to share this with 5 people, 2 people, I will give you a bonus, typically a digital bonus, so it doesn't cost you anything. Say it's a 30-minute training on menopause, because I know Claudia is in the menopause business. So what I'm doing is teaching people that you can use your thank you page as a lead generation tool. And those people that come in through that type of campaign, I want to bring this up. Here's one of my favorite slides. People who are referred are 4 times more likely to buy. It's one of my favorite stats lately. The second one is that you will get 26%. Now, I've seen a whole different variety of stats, somewhere between 15 and 35. I've seen numbers all over the place, but I use this one because I have the timestamp. The Wharton School of Business said this in 2017. But the lifetime value of people who are referred is 26% greater than somebody who comes in through traditional marketing. Now, you still have to do traditional marketing, right? Claudia is talking about using Facebook ads to bring people into her business. I'm talking about using Facebook ads to bring people into my membership. I have a list of people who have raised their hand that said, yeah, I'm interested in knowing more about Thank You Page Magic. Sometimes you can sell to your existing list. Sometimes you need to go outside your existing list to find new people. You do ads, you do contests. I have all kinds of different strategies to go find those people, but we always ask them. We always use the referral strategy, and I'm stealing this from Claudia. She gave it to me a long time ago. It's on a Post-it note right here. And the first time I wrote this, by the way, I don't know, Claudia, if you've ever seen it, I actually spelled your name with a K. Claudia. But it's a C, Claudia, with a C. But what you're asking people to do, so let's say Betty opts into Mick's stuff, and you say, hey, Betty, Mick says to Betty, hey, would you refer somebody? The person that Betty refers, let's call her Paula. Paula is 4 times more likely to buy from Mick than Betty was because of the referral. Paula also will spend more money with Mick, 26 to 15 to 35%, whatever number you want to use, because of the referral. There's this micro-influencer kind of thing going on here. Betty feels good because she's gotten Paula some very helpful information that Paula could use. Paula feels good because she feels like Betty's done all the research and she trusts Mick. So why shouldn't I trust Mick if Betty trusted Mick? Right? So there's all these intangibles. You can't always necessarily put a number on them, but there's this authority. There's this micro-influencer authority that happens when somebody refers somebody else, and there's these benefits of doing it. Nobody is talking about it. There's a book right here called Traffic Secrets. Russell Brunson wrote that. Russell Brunson is famous for ClickFunnels. That entire book is about generating traffic. There is not one freaking word in there about referrals. Nobody's teaching this but me that I'm aware of. I know one other guy that's teaching referrals, but he's not talking about it the way I am. He's talking about it 6 months down the road, and he's talking about it for consultants. Mick, great question. See, now that button's not working. It says hide comment instead of show comment. So I have to use my manual finger to touch the button. Is it better to give additional points for custom incentives or to ask for referrals and reward them accordingly? Who's going to tell everybody what my answer is? I know Claudia knows this. There's 2 common answers that I give. See if anybody quickly throws it in the chat. There you go. Mick even knows the answer. It depends. The second answer that I always give, and bravo for that, by the way, Mick. You got the answer right. Woke up the cat. 99AB, thank you. Give rewards. The second answer that I usually give is to test it, right? Bradley and I do a podcast called The Word of Mouth. Mitch and Bradley, the Bradley and Mitch Word of Mouth podcast. We don't have an official title for it. We do that on Wednesday, so tomorrow we'll be talking about something really cool as well. And there, Claudia got it. Claudia on a delay. You have to test it. Bingo. Way to go, Claudia. Sorry, cat. It lifts her head every time I do that. It's a real bell, by the way. So, you do have to test it. Mitch has answers for you, but Mitch doesn't always know the specific best answer in your particular category, in your particular market, in your particular audience. That's what testing will tell you. That's why we do testing. That's why we do this long term. I have a screen somewhere, but the short answer is this is a marathon, not a sprint. There are sprints in marketing, but typically what you will do is a sprint, like, hey, a flash sale, that's a sprint. When we're doing marketing like this, we are doing long-term stuff, which is why I'm doing a membership. I want you to come in and talk to me. I also have a mastermind. The mastermind members, we work on marketing year-round inside that membership mastermind. These two M words. We're right now talking about Black Friday campaigns. We're talking about holiday campaigns in my mastermind with the people that are there, because this is long-term stuff. When we're using the campaigns that we used last year to structure our campaigns going forwards, this year we take what we learned last year and we're going to make it better. So that's what we're doing in all of what I do. You know, I still don't have a slide for it. Someday I'm going to have a slide for it. I have so many slides, I get lost. But if you want to know more about the mastermind, you can go over to moversdo.com. That's moversdo.com. We call them the movers because they are the people that are making things happen. They're not just sitting back and going, oh, I want to be perfect. I got to do this perfectly, and I'm going to just build it and build it and build it and never launch it. We are moving. Claudia's moving, Mick's moving. That's the goal. So 99AB, it's a tough topic to talk about, especially when people don't understand the process yet. The simple idea is what I said before, is that we are using the thank you page to refer others. Those referrals are more likely to buy, and they are more likely to buy more than people you get from traditional marketing. And therefore, that's why we're focusing on those. Those are people that are sitting in your existing funnels right now. So going back to Mick's question, is it better to give additional points for custom incentives or ask for referrals? The third answer, which I didn't give, somebody didn't say the third answer, even though I only said there were two answers. My back. I have an itch on my back. The third answer is both. And of course, testing is going to tell you that, right? When I build a campaign, I almost always, there it is. Rob got it. Bless you, Rob. Rob said it. Bob both. Rob both. In almost all of my campaigns, we do both. I recommend you do both. Give people, because what we're doing on the thank you page, in the magic of the thank you page, we're gamifying it, right? We give them incentives. We give them rewards. Incentives, reward, the same kind of word. But we also give them points. Depends upon whether or not you are running a contest where points matter, points being an additional chance to win the prizes, or whether you're just doing an opt-in and you're doing a referral program only. You're probably not going to give points. So it depends upon how you are setting these things up, right? Just depends. So that's the goal, is to figure out what works best for your audience. I want to show you something, by the way, if you don't mind. If I go to here, and here's the Bradley flashlight example. Here's Bradley's lead page. Bradley and his crew Bradley was testing for a company that does my brain is a little foggy right now. A company that does what's the word I'm looking for? Preppers. That's the word I'm looking for. People who are afraid the world is going to collapse any minute, and they're prepping to live without the structures of society. And what they ended up doing was figuring out, they gave away tents, they gave away chairs, they gave away campfire fireplaces. And what they found was this $99 flashlight. And here's the top, which is easy to see. When the SHTF, you can figure out what SHTF is, you're going to want this. Enter to win this little flashlight, $97 flashlight. Here's the bottom of the page. Off-grid recoil, nothing short of impressive, right? So they're giving this away. But what my whole point of that is that they tested multiple products until they found out what the right offer was. Now, it's an older campaign, so this viral itself does not look like this anymore, but you can, of course, structure the page to look like this if you need to. Chances to win, get entries for every share, Facebook, Twitter, Google, blah, blah, blah. Get a chance to stock up more on essentials, get a free bonus. Although, I don't know that it shows you what the bonus is, does it? Here's the bottom of the page. Oh, here's the bonus. So in this case, they would give you this kit as a bonus for earning enough points. Point being, my point being is they tested all of these things and they figured out what the right offer was, and then they pushed it like crazy. They started shoving money at that Facebook ad, whatever, Google ad, whatever they were using in their business to make that happen. It took them months and months and months to figure out what the right offer was. It's a marathon, not a sprint. So we're getting closer to the top of the hour. If you guys have any questions that you would like me to answer before the top of the hour, we're going to wrap this up on time today, which is unusual for me, I know. But let me know. Oh, that says new comments. So this is from Facebook. Let's see if I can figure out who this is. If it came from, I'm broadcasting to multiple Facebook groups. It's from Stephen Hoagland. Hi, Stephen. I have almost 500 lifetime deals. I use about a dozen, 2 or 3 fail every month. How can we recover from FOMO? Oh my. I have that problem. I have eliminated that problem for the most part. I don't go looking for lifetime deals. I feel like I have a pretty good business structure. And periodically what I do, Stephen, is I go look at that list of 500. I think mine is probably 75 that I own. I've started using. Do you use Content Studio? Stephen, did you get Content Studio? So if you missed the top of the show, I've been using Content Studio for the last week. I haven't published a lot with it yet, but I'm really loving it. Now, I bought it on AppSumo. I didn't go back and check the date, but I would be willing to bet that it is 3 to 5 years old. I've had it for forever. And it didn't work very well when I first got it. Thankfully, in this case, they haven't failed. They haven't gone out of business. They are still working, and they have improved the tool quite a bit since I bought it. And there are other tools like Hootsuite that are in the same kind of niche. Steven says, damn buttons. Steven says, no, I don't have Content Studio yet. Is it on sale? No, not to my knowledge. It is, however, I do have an affiliate link, and it is over on my tools site if you decide you want to go down that direction. If you go over to, there it is, mitch.tools, you can see my affiliate link over there, because it is a really nice tool because it will publish to your blog, it will publish to your social media, Facebook, excuse me, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, Twitch, Twitter, all these, Pinterest, all these different places. And it monitors the comments from each of those posts. So you can come back and see if people are commenting and liking and all that kind of stuff inside the suite. Now, Hootsuite might do that. I've seen people talk about Hootsuite a lot. I've just never dug into that, but since I knew I had this Content Studio thing, and I got an email from them, because I still get emails from them, and I, like 2 or 3 months ago, I was like, I really should look at that, because I publish content, right? I need to be able to get to all of those different platforms. And so I dug back into it last week, and I'm like, oh, this is really freaking cool now. It really does work. I can publish to my blog, and then I can publish to all the social media, and it's easy to do it in one spot. There's scheduling, all kinds of good stuff. So my answer to FOMO is I don't look anymore. In fact, I don't know if you know Ken Moo. Ken Moo has a Facebook group that has to do with lifetime deals. And he does giveaways all the time and does a really good job of promoting some of the deals that he has. But I've quit sort of looking because I don't need any more tools. I've got a survey tool. I've got, excuse me, an email tool. I got a CRM. I've got UpViral, which is the world's greatest tool. Content Studio. I've got little chat box tools. I don't need anything else. I've spent enough money in my lifetime on those kind of tools. So I've just blocked them. I just blocked it. Sadly, two of the guys that are in my mastermind are AppSumo addicts, and they keep asking me about, well, actually 3 of them, keep asking me about some of the different products that show up on AppSumo, and we look at them. And Tiff, for example, recently bought something called a Kumba Mail on AppSumo because it sounded great, and you wouldn't have to pay monthly and this and that. And we spent hours getting it set up for her, and only to discover that half of the stuff didn't work, and I was so frustrated. And it doesn't talk to UpViral. And so, anyway, long story there, but sometimes you have to be really careful about those tools. So, don't spend the money if you don't need to. And I have UpViral. I paid for it lifetime deal. I'm very thankful for that. But what y'all don't know is I actually own a second license that I'm paying yearly for. Now, I did get it before they raised the prices and all that kind of stuff, but I use it for some testing, and I periodically use it for clients. And the deal is that it is so cheap for lead generation, and you can use it for so many things. I'll go back and I'll say this before. I really need to create this slide. Let's say you're on the UpViral business plan and it's $79 a month. I do have this slide. Let me just go this way. You might get it to come up. There it is. The value of your email list is $1 per lead per month. That's the marketing industry standard, right? Your mileage will vary, of course, but a lot of people do not think about that number. They think, oh, well, I got an email list and yeah, I need to tend my email list, and sometimes it's valuable. But when you really use it right, and I have this book that I keep holding up, which is supposed to be, here it is. I'm rereading this one. It's called Do/Open: How a Simple Email Newsletter can transform your business by David Hyatt. Great book. Really solidifies the value of your newsletter. And they use this number as well. So simply thinking, if you do 1,000 leads, that's $12,000 a year in new revenue. That's 1,000 people times $1 per month times 12 months. If you get just 100, I'll round up. UpViral's $79 a month. If you get just 100 people on your email list by using UpViral, that's $100 a month of new revenue. That pays for your UpViral license. It's paid for. It's paid for. Then you go get new leads, and now you're jacking up your revenue, and it's vastly paying for itself. You only needed to do that 100 people one time. Now, you obviously have to be able to sell to your list. You have to be able to nurture your list. You have things you gotta do here as part of your business. But you only need technically 79 people on your email list that are willing to buy. We don't want junk leads. There's all kinds of caveats here, right? We don't want junk leads. But all you got to do is get 79 people, and UpViral's free. So quit thinking about things as a monthly fee, at least in UpViral's case. Now, Content Studio is saving me time, right? What's the transformation that these tools are doing for you? Global said, awesome. And by the way, if you don't have UpViral yet, Global or anybody else, if you go to, where's my slide? If you go to buyupviral.com, that's a special website I have that has my affiliate link on it, and you can go buy UpViral through me, and I'll send you a couple of bonuses if you do, and I can verify that you bought through my affiliate link. Costs you nothing extra to go buy UpViral through my affiliate link. What's the lead cap on the business plan? I believe the lead cap on the starter plan, it's 10,000. I believe on the business plan, it's 25,000. 20 or 25. Oh, it's Mick. He says it's Mick. I had to go mobile. I believe it's 25,000. We can look really fast. Pricing. I have the link shaved. It's 25,000 leads on business plan, which is $89 a month if you pay annually, or $119 a month if you pay monthly. But it's not that expensive. If you thinking of UpViral as an expense, then you're not using it properly. It is absolutely a lead generation, cash generation machine when you pay attention to it and you do it right, which is why you come see me, which is why you join my membership. Plug. Join my membership like Mick and Claudia, and therefore I will help you grow your business, and therefore you will be making money from UpViral as opposed to it being an expense. And guess what? If you do use UpViral a lot and you start telling people about it, then you can actually get an affiliate fee from UpViral and get paid to use UpViral by convincing others with the referral program. And I believe it's now 30% monthly for the life of somebody signing up underneath you. Used to be 50%. I don't know. I thought I need to check on that because I think they might have changed it. But my point being, UpViral is a tool to grow your business. It's going to bring you more leads. Those leads are going to buy, and you're going to get those people to refer more people. And I just shown you that those people spend more money. So why are you not doing this? And then you come to me, and I will teach you how to do it properly. You join my mastermind. We will dive into your business 2 days every week. Show up, ask questions. We dive into your campaigns. We tweak them. We wordsmith them. We do all kinds of stuff. Help you plan your future. Off we go. Nothing but golden opportunities from me. And I'm modest, aren't I? Why are you not doing referral, word of mouth marketing? UpViral's cheap. Even if you're paying $119 a month and you get over 25,000, I mean, this is the thing that slays me, right? Let's suppose you start with a starter plan at $79 a month and you get more than 10,000 leads and you have to bump up to the more expensive $119 a month plan and you're paying monthly. Let's see, 10,000 leads times $1 per person per month. So you should be making $10,000 per month and you paid the $79 for it and you're complaining about the price? What the heck is wrong with you? If UpViral helps you bring in 10,000 leads, I would pay for that new plan, $119 all frickin' day long. Global says, sounds fantastic. I should join. Mick, I thought you did. Now, if you want to join the mastermind, there's the story. There's where we get you. Yes, it's much more expensive, but yes, you're getting a whole lot of value for that. It's $297 a month, and I know somebody just went, what? But if you are growing your business by 300 leads a month, it pays for itself. Just one group of 300 leads pays for itself for the rest of your life. And it is fantastic. You should join. Thank you, Mick, for that. He says the mastermind, yes. Come this afternoon if you want. See what it's like. We meet Tuesdays and Fridays. We meet at 2 p.m. Eastern. I'll give you the link if you're interested. Happy to have you come by and see what it's like. I don't know if anybody's going to show up today. Typically in the last couple of months, we've only had 2 people showing up. Yes, I need to grow my business. You get to watch over my shoulder, so to speak. Watch me grow my business. All right, any questions? I said I was going to wrap this up in an hour. Today, it's an hour, exactly an hour. Would love to help you more. Next Tuesday, we're going to have a presentation here this time every week until we lock down the Q&A and we lock down the reviews. Tomorrow, Bradley and I do our podcast. You can go to hearmitch.com if you want to watch some of those replays of the podcast. They are also going to, you can access them in the Mitch Magic membership. If you haven't listened to those, watched those, they're actually videos, but you can listen to the audio only if you want. Thank you for all of you who have come by today. I really appreciate you popping in and giving me your time to listen. I know that I'm motivating you. I know that I am. You're thinking to yourself, Rob Green, if you're still here, Joel, if you're still here, you keep thinking to yourself, hey, I should really join that thing that Mitch is doing. You know it's going to change your business. There's no doubt in my mind that we can improve your business and bring more leads to your business, but you got to take action. Rob's still here. Thank you for being here, Rob. And I know I'm calling you out. But that's the way you make change. You got to take action. I raise my hand. This is me. I'm in a membership. $297 a month I am paying for this mastermind, and I didn't attend for 5 months. I attended for the first time again yesterday, and I feel rejuvenated about that. I'm in a funk, still in a funk, but I'm trying to get out of my funk. I have good days, I have bad days, like we all do as an entrepreneur. It's been summer, we're going into fall, things got to kick into gear, got to pay some bills. We all have these struggles. I know you do. But this is the time to take action. This is the time to go, look, Mitch is right. $1 per person per month. Everybody tells you, I mean, if you read this book, because this is all about using your email newsletter to skyrocket your business. It's not just me that's talking about it. Even this book from Russell Brunson, where he doesn't talk about referrals, he talks about your email list all day long. I was on, Amy Porterfield is selling her program right now about selling courses. DCA, I can't remember what DCA stands for. I was on her webinar the other day, 45 minutes. I can't tell you how many times she said, build your email list. Probably 4 or 5 times in that 45 minutes. She said, you should be focusing on your email list. Yes, social media is important. Yes, this, yes, that. Building your email list. It's the only thing that nobody can take away from your business. It brings you $1 per person per month when you sell properly. I know people that are getting $6 and $7 a month per person in sales. All of this stuff adds up, and we all need to be doing it. If you're in business by yourself or as a small company, your email list is your number one asset. Steven says, at some point we'd enjoy a presentation on recruiting and using VAs effectively. That's a great question. I do not currently have a VA. This morning I was thinking to myself, God, I really need a VA. I have used one in the past. She was fantastic. But it was another business, and I had the income to pay for it. Speaking of that, Amy Porterfield on her DCA, I still wish I can't come up with what DCA stands for. Digital Course Academy, that's what it is. I think at least once, maybe twice, she talked about how even though she couldn't afford it, one of the best things she ever did when she was just starting out was hiring a VA. And I keep saying to myself, oh man, I need to do that. It's a struggle, but I definitely need to do that too. All right. As a reminder, tomorrow is the live the live stream of the Bradley and Mitch podcast, 10 a.m. Eastern, which is the same time I did the show today. Same place. We broadcast in the exact same place you found me today. Come by, hear Bradley's opinion. He's the one that did the flashlight thing that I was talking about earlier. Next Tuesday, we will have a presentation here. Would love to have you in my basically starter membership, Mitch Magic. Get the recordings, get the training, get some bonuses. It's $37 a month right now. If you really want to talk to me about the Movers Mastermind, that's $297 a month, and we can get on a call. We can talk about it. You can come visit us, find out what it's like. I appreciate you. Thank you for being here, and I will catch you again next week.
Hey, Mitch, good to hear from you.
It's a perfect ending. I am grateful. Grateful to get away.
Good day.
I'll be back.